Alright, 248,000. What I will do here is buy stuff to throw, like expensive, like good shit to throw. Like these will get me out of trouble, these kind of things. I think it's pretty much scaled exactly with cost. Like the more expensive stuff is also probably the most expensive, like the best things to throw. Yeah, like this costs 20k. Attack 12. Alright, should be good enough. Save again. Right, Terminus. This sounds quite terminal, so let's have a look. Alright. Is this what we've been waiting for? Here we go. Terminus. Surely now. Wow, that's a lot of them. And then it probably leads up to the wizard, yeah. Alright, here we go. What's this? The shadows glisten. An umbrage falls upon my meditations. The air is charged. Stones. Seek you the Aurosite as well. Reap then your reward, for to it I am wed, and unto me power beyond knowing granted. Which one are we facing? Is this Zodiark? Literally put Zodiark like A/S tier in my recent Superboss tier list. What do we got? I can't even tell from that. Aurosite or Wick of Life. One is surrendered here. It just says Elidibus. I guess maybe it's not one of the Zodiacs. Fine, Elidibus. Whew. Okay. Finally. Time to throw loads of 8 fluted poles or whatever at them. And the fight takes place in the dark. Let's have a look at the unit list first. What level are we dealing with? Okay, the Reavers at level 50. Okay. Not too bad. Let's go for it. I say let's go for it, but I'm gonna do... Oof. The problem is if this guy can hit us straight away, then this whole plan will fail. And well, this guy's kind of cheekily behind us there. Let's see if we can get to him. Yeah, let's make sure that this guy doesn't come up behind us and cause big problems. Oh, dodge the counter. Very nice. So, yeah, we're gonna just make sure here. No bullshit. We can use this one as a crystal as well, basically. So we take it out ASAP. I think the biggest question is range here. Like, what can these guys do in terms of range? So we're going to start to spread out a little here. Say Zarya, we'll try and keep protected. So I think this is a place where Shelja might be useful. Ah, not quite enough. So I'm going to try and get a few buffs on before continuing here. And their first set of moves is going to be quite telling in terms of what kind of fight we're going to have here. Okay, here we go. So I kind of left Mustadio out there as a little bit of bait. Undead. Okay. I don't remember if we had anything to kind of help with undead status. But fair enough. As long as the boss can't like nuke me from that distance, I feel like I have a chance. If it can, then we need to kind of change our opening. Alright, let's see. Now, turn this. What are you doing? You're doing a Bioga. Okay. I need to look very carefully at the radius of these moves. Okay. I think I can go here safely. Alright, not enough. Just gotta wait. Alright, what's he gonna do? Okay, not nuking me from the other side. That's a good start. And all the statuses are coming in now. That's good. That's what we want to see. I have been complaining that it's been too easy, so I'm not expecting a freebie here. Now, can there be some friendly fire for a move like Bioga? For that reason, I kind of want to put myself here so that it hits itself, but let's start here. We can start to establish if they have any weaknesses. We can immobilize them. Something. And we can disable them. Let's try and at least disable one of them. That's a good start. Alright, let's see if there's friendly fire here. There is. That's something. Not insane damage, so I'm okay with that. Nice. Hallowed Bolt just about reaches here. Good. And a silence has happened as well. Okay. Toad was 27%, so I think it was... the odds were certainly in our favour there. 169. This one... yeah, that one's been silenced, so maybe just go for that. Alright, Shard, let's get involved with you as well. Now. Gonna keep up the haste here. We of course have Invigoration in the back pocket. Our cheat code if we need it. Don't know if we really need a re-raise, honestly. They come back with so little HP that I feel like it's often not really worth it. 224. I might just wait here. Since Mustadio can disable them, he needs plenty of turns. So okay. So far so good. Gonna keep edging forward here. And keep just trying to do this. Ah, and then push. Okay. Need to check. Not unit list. I always do that. Yeah, so everywhere's kind of covered at the moment. We can't really move unless we take the hit. Which maybe we might. The moves are fast as well. There's very little delay. I'm just going to wait. Let it happen. Missed again. The percentages are low, thankfully, which helps. Yeah, there's very little opportunity to get out of the way here. No auto potion from Estadio again. Oh, well, he did. Okay, good. That helps. Now, can he from there? He can't. Okay. Obviously, the more of these we take out, the better. Before the main man gets involved. Okay, so we have another chance here. 452, 460. I think that's a little far. Let's do this one. Damn, that's not a lot of damage. Good dodge again. Yeah, so he can do some significant damage here. Ah, misses, damn. I thought he could get more of them. Okay, Odin can definitely make a move here. And I think I'll push to about here, try to leave a little bit of a gap. Just trying to heal Mustadio a little more here. Oh, he missed a 77%. Sucks. We should get a crystal soon. Alright, Ramza can at least finish the job here. Okay, get this one in. 54. Yeah, they're not particularly compatible, so I wasn't expecting anything great. That's why I supplemented with a second here. There you go. That should be enough. Okay. We're within range. There you go. I'd missed the last two. I think the law of averages says I should have got that one. Let's have a look at this. Let's go. Good damage. At least now Ramza should be able to potentially finish the job. I'm going to pull back momentarily here. 2 of the 3 are disabled anyway. So I'm just going to try and see if I can pull back a little. Yeah, in case people start dying here, let's get that going. Alright, the one guy who isn't disabled, what's he going to do? Stone, 71%. Damn it. Let's see if we can get a turn to take him out before he can act. Yes, okay, good. Oof, 287 though. Do we have time? Yeah, we do. Okay, good. Make sure that doesn't happen. One thing I'm kind of surprised about is how slow the boss is. Like, I thought the boss would be getting more turns. I think it's moved twice and it's done nothing else so far. Alright, make sure that's not happening anymore. So we're still looking really good here. I'm impressed. Let's throw on the shell. 62. Okay, what are you going to do this time? Okay, entering the fray, first attack, 585, whatever the hell that is. It's looking like a big mega wipeout move. What you got? I mentioned Zodiark, and that's exactly what he's doing. Oh, crap. Okay, we've got to get out the way. That's a huge range. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We can go behind it for starters. Doesn't seem to cover that. So that's something. It's literally just going to be, are we fast enough to get the hell out of the way? That disable ran out at a really awkward time. But yeah, I think even stuff like Shell probably won't save us from Zodiark. Maybe Agrius has a small chance of tanking it, but I think that might be it. So let's have another look. It's coming up. Okay, it's centered around Mustadio by the looks of things. So that means we can take this guy out. At least the battle arena should illuminate nicely soon. Alright, good. So I think we're gonna stay spread out here. Hmm. 91%. Interesting. Cool. 57% chance of a stop? Really? Wow. That's huge. Mobilize? No. Okay. Let's do this slow. I mean, 91% is massive, but I want to keep that. Alright, let's not get too close here. Is that one safe? Let me double check it. Be very dumb to die there. Yeah, that one's safe. We should be able to get it from there. 250. That's good damage. I kind of don't want to bunch up again. I know that we've got some time, but I'm still a little worried. But let's just see if we can land anything from this far. No, we can't. We just wait. Alright, Mustadio gets a final move here. I think what I want him to do before he dies, I'm going to let him die here. But I want him to do this. It's a 0%. Now I have to be incredibly careful because wherever I move, obviously Zodiark's kind of AoE comes with me. And so I think for that reason I can't do anything. I'd have to imagine if I move like up and left, I should be okay. But I think what I'll do, let's just make sure it's only me and that guy left. And well, we get to see Zodiark in action. Alright, here we go. Darkening Cloud. Yep, Did exactly what it said it would do. Fine. Now at least we have a chance to make some moves. Do we just go for it here? It does have a counter. Maybe I go for the revive. If there's someone close by, maybe you tempt. Nah. I'm still going to try it. I feel like the counter could be a one-hit KO here. So I have to be super careful. I'd rather throw stuff, honestly. Okay. Now. 265. Let's check out Old Faithful. No. And it's 80, like, at least if it was like 32% or something, you're like, okay, it's worth a look. But come on, man. That's nuts. Unfortunately, basically none of what she has works here. Wow. I think literally none of it. Bravery minus 30, 72%. I think let's just get some damage in. Alright, Rashad. I'm going to keep him close to Mustadio so that he can try to get the high ether in. Because I need him to start like hasting people back up and stuff. He just doesn't have the MP for anything, so... yeah. Ah, of course it was a bloody chest. Annoying. Okay. I think I'm going to do this so I can make a swift retreat if need be. Alright, let's try this again now. Nothing to get in my way this time. At least if we get giant AoE, it's like hopefully one, maximum 2 characters at a time that die here. Okay, good damage. Now, I think again we create some distance here. Wait. He won't be able to throw from there, so... where can we go where we can still throw? I think from here? So I'm going to try and avoid the counter. Let's see, Morning Star. 224. I'll take that. Wow. My party is so fast relative to it. That's crazy. I'm surprised she can move down there. Okay. I think we have to try the stop now. Or we can renew the slow, maybe? Gotta go for stop. I'm pretty shocked that this enemy's not immune to stop. Yeah, it seems, I mean, everything seems fine so far. I'm just amazed that you can slow it down and have this big a gap between your speed and its own. Now, if we nail this as well, this will be pretty funny. Oof. I think it's about a 40-something% chance. Does it have any other move other than trying to bust out Zodiark? I I think we stay with this, man. It's working well. We're doing nice chunks of damage. And we're avoiding the counter as well. Just gonna keep feeding him with high ethers, honestly. Can we... Because he couldn't do anything here, right? Yeah. Works for me. Some of these things gotta turn to crystal now, man. Bloody hell. Yeah, can't believe it. It hasn't had a turn in like 6 weeks. Freak hell. Let's take some MP back at least. Are they all chests? Are they programmed to be that way? Yeah, so another big move coming in. Went out of my range. Nice. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that's all it does. Just does Zodiark. Okay. Now, she's actually avoiding it where she's standing. That's kind of nice. And she can make the hit. Yeah. Very nice. Alright, the slow's worn off. Right, now things get a little more interesting, obviously, with the slow and stuff gone. Right, I need to get out of that. Yeah, we've got enough movement to do that. Wow, 336. Very nice. Ah, centered on Ramza. Okay, fine. Okay, so Caesarea is the only one who needs to get out of there then, in that case. Fine. I think it's worth giving this a go again. 57%. Oh, crap. Ah, just too far. Okay. Now, can she get out of there? I think the answer is no. Actually, she can. By moving right next to him. It's kind of funny. The safest place to be is like right next to the enemy. Okay, so the tile next to Caesarea is safe. So we're going to move there. Basically want to revive Ramza as soon as possible once this move has happened. Yes, as long as it's only killing one person at a time with this move, I think we don't have to worry. Okay. It does lead me to think that Agrius would probably survive it, though. Okay, finally some illumination. There we go. Oh no, I think... yeah, that's a bad mistake. That's a bad mistake. Oops. Had been going a little too well, if I'm being honest. Let's sort this out. Okay. Of course, she also doesn't have the armor that gets rid of stop. And I think there's nothing you can do about it, from what I remember. Kind of a bit of a weird tile here. Let's just do that. Alright, what you gonna do? Yeah, kind of forgot about that. 360. Okay, at least it's doing something different now. What's it doing? Midgard Sorma. Ah, nice. Alright, let's see. Honestly, her dying and being revived might be the easiest way to go. I think we need to fight this guy in darkness. I think that's the way to go. Three. Alright, we're gonna have to start bringing out the big guns after letting it get the crystal and making a mistake like that. We need to get the shit done. Okay. One is charging. Can it still counter? I kind of forgot if that's the thing. Yeah, we really need to up the damage now, though. It said turn 3, I still wasn't sure if that meant we get turn 3 ahead of it, or... Of course, Richard died, but the person who I would prefer to die didn't actually die. That's fine. At least they stay at full HP. And we'll keep up the pressure. Thank God I brought plenty of things to throw here. Alright, see, 82%. If this fails, then things start to get a bit annoying. Alright, we made it. Good. Alright, the stop is gone. We definitely need to try and slow it back down if we can. Alright, what are you going to do? Yeah, don't care about that. It's Midgard Swarmer again, most likely. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do... The Holy, thankfully, because she survived it, I guess she gets to actually cast it now. So let's make sure we take this crystal this time. Sure. Goes dark again, but obviously the alternative is having it heal. Okay. Yeah, it's aiming at those two. But at least the Holy comes in first, so I'm not as worried. How much does Kurag a healer for? Yeah, it wouldn't be enough. Who's got the next turn? Ramza. It's not enough. I'd rather just keep up the damage, honestly. It's a hell of a jump. So we get to do the extra damage. For a second I was worried it wouldn't reach from there, but thankfully it did. Chest. Alright, Holy happens. At least she gets one more. And this is going to do a lot of damage because it's charging up. Oh, maybe not. I don't know why. Maybe it's physical attacks that you take more damage from, actually. That would make more sense. So those two are going to get taken out again. This move is pretty quick. So it's a struggle to get out of the way. Yeah. It's a little fast. Okay. The auto haste coming in. Helpful there. Yeah, he's in a bit of a pocket where he can't do anything, so... Let's do that. And we need to get Mystadio down there. Then we stay spread out like this. Alright, let's get Mystadio over. Huh? It's another one of those 0% where I'm just like, that shouldn't be a 0%, but okay. Fine. Then he just waits. So we passed an 82%, let's see if we can do it again. What is that? AoE was bigger. It's back to Zodiark. Okay, fine. This is a good thing. I honestly think she has a chance of surviving this. I didn't get to see. It happened a little fast. But I don't know if Shell can help here. In case it can, I'm going to try. Just get myself further out of the way here. Okay, let's see. Can he do it from here? Okay. Right, come. Let's keep up the pressure. More morning stars. Boom. Level gained. Yeah, just making double sure that the situation hasn't shifted for some reason. But that is 3. That's pretty good. Yeah, this looks a good heal. So if Agrius can tank the Zodiark, that would be super badass. I really hope she can. I think it would have momentarily flashed to show us if she would or not, but I just didn't see it. Alright, if we pull this off, we're back in control. Nice. Okay. Now, can you pull off a Divine Ruination from there? Yeah. And no one else gets hit, right? Okay. Let me just keep throwing. Alright, must be getting close now. If only we didn't let it heal, we'd probably be even closer, but... Pff. So creating a little distance again here. Alright, here we go. Let's see if she can survive. Yeah. And an auto potion to boot. Agrius, absolute beast. Alright. Honestly, not sure if the explosion is going to be super useful, but let's just toss it anyway. Alright. If it does Midgard Swarmer, there's a chance that we can survive anyway. Alright, Kiraja, let's see the big heal. 228, 214, 253, that's really nice. Alright, now we're going to probably try and spread back out a little again. Let's just do it. No crystals for it to heal back from either. I think I'll go here. Haven't managed to pull one of these off, even if the percentages have been quite favourable. Keep the pressure up with Divine Ruination. Oh, we got it. I think we got it. Nice. Whew. Fate's hand dons the glove of irony. To fall in darkness. Denied the dark's embrace. Whew. Yeah, got a little wobbly in the middle. Mostly my fault, really. But we managed to pull it off. And there is another of the Zodiac Stones. I don't know if we've covered all of them at this stage. I think we have. Because obviously there should be 12, but I can't remember how I encountered all 12 off the top of my head. But I think maybe with that, we have them all now. 46,900. No specific spoils from the fight, it seems. Do we at least get some kind of scene or dialogue? Still there? Or is there more to do? It's still red. We're not done yet. Interesting. I'm going to throw in a different save here. So everything's been first time through thus far. But what now? Okay. Let me head into the tavern. Are we done? Is that like a place you can go back into to just like grind levels if you want? Let's double check this. Finally, each map can be revisited as often as you like, with a one-time exception at the last floor. Enemy forces are randomly selected from pools for each map. Okay, I see. So in terms of what you can find, so we have completed Midlight's Deep, but let's say you want to go in there, you want to do some kind of perfect game. This is actually kind of nice. So you can basically go back to all of these levels, and you can, like, if you're a treasure hunter kind of guy, and you need all of the treasures here, this is a list of the kind of things that are available. So you can get things like Blaze Gun, Glacial Gun, Blood Sword, Save the Queen, Yoichi Bow, Zeus Mace, Kaiser Shield, Fairy Harp, Rod of Faith, Excalibur, Eager Blade, Ninja Gear, Curse Ring, Blaster, Staff of the Magi, Koga Blade, Perseus Bow, Lordly Robe, Ragnarok, Grand Helm, Maximilian, Venetian Shield, and something called Chiri Girardin? Wow, okay. Or Chaos Blade. So, of course, even though I had someone with... I had 2 people with Treasure Hunter for at least a few of the levels, I didn't get anything like this. I think I picked up an Elixir, and all of these levels have Elixirs as well. But, yeah, so if you want to get all of the best equipment, this is the place to come, and the game is nice enough to give you the chance to redo all of that stuff. So, I think for me, this wraps up my first ever playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Now, I had a really great time with this game. If I'm being totally honest though, Midlight's Deep was not quite as great as I hoped. I was expecting something like a little spicier. Made it through everything first time. But first time, and obviously the whole finding the passage thing was just a little bit tedious, if I'm being totally honest. But it's all good. It doesn't like diminish my overall feeling about the game at all, but I would have loved to have landed on a little bit more of a high right at the end. I mean, the final boss battle was cool, but it was a little slower than I thought in terms of like literally like the speed that it has in the game, and the fact that you can even hit it with slow. When you're 5-on-1 and you can hit an enemy with slow, it's just like it has very little chance to wipe you out because you've got so much time to avoid all of the AoEs and stuff that, like, especially at this stage with the level of experience that you would have this far in, you're going to be fine. So Yeah, I think that kind of leaves scope open for me to kind of come back and try some like challenge stuff. Maybe like, I don't know how, I haven't looked into it at all. Like in terms of, let's say, I don't know. Yeah, like can you solo? Can you do some kind of level 1 run? Are there some crazy mods for the game? So I don't really know, but I would like to revisit it because there are so many different ways to play. Obviously, there's a lot of things I've learned along the way, but there's still so many things that I haven't learned or mastered as well. And so it's the kind of thing that it could lend itself well to some kind of challenge series in the future. So definitely expect more tactics content in the future. Exactly what it will be and when it will be, I really don't know. I'm still undecided on how to cover the remake because obviously I've literally just finished an entire playthrough of the story and I believe it's going to be very similar, very, very similar. Yes, it will have voice acting and stuff, but from what I can tell, it's got a nice new lick of paint. It has voice acting, and I'm sure there's been a few tweaks in terms of like I don't know, maybe some of the mechanics of the game, what certain things are worth and what certain things can do. But I don't think it's going to be a fundamentally transformative experience enough for me to just rewind everything again and just be like, hey, let's do part 1 of the walkthrough and do another 100 parts of this. And so maybe there's other ways in which I can tackle it. I could maybe make a movie version, which could potentially be interesting because this game, its story, I've talked about it a lot, and it could be one where it's nice to sort of extract all of the other stuff from it. And for people who are like, I've constantly heard about how great this game's story is, but I just don't have an interest in the gameplay. I don't want to watch anyone play it, like I just don't care. I want the story. It might be nice to present that. Could just do a one-off video where I sort of maybe demonstrate some of the differences a little bit more clearly, just as a little guide to see what's changed from the other versions. Or maybe I could just do only a challenge run in the remake or something like that. So it's up in the air for now. I'll decide. I'll see what other things I'm working on, what I'm interested in, and what I have time for, most importantly, of course. And I will potentially be back with more Final Fantasy Tactics, either in terms of the remake, or maybe revisiting this one, like using this save file to do something new, or some other kind of challenge / something to change it up from what I did for my first run. So thank you all for watching and hanging out with me for this series. I've had a lot of people over the months, like in the streams and the premieres and social media DMs and stuff, just talk about the fact that they've been really enjoying the series. Really do appreciate that. Glad after all of these years, people are still tuning in to Dan's Go 8 Final Fantasy content and watching me play through these games for the first time. And I hope to continue to do that for as long as you guys support me. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care.